Thanks for stopping by. And what is our topic today about the law of attraction?
Well, I think the law of attraction, if people are in the concept and using the idea of the law of attraction, then a lot of times you find out that for some people it works, they're crushing it. And other people, it looks like it's not working. Although we know that the law of attraction is always on, it's always working, you attract whatever you are thinking about. So why is it that it looks like it works for some people and it looks like it doesn't work for others?
And why is that? Tell me what you think the reason is.
Okay, so one of the reasons is that we are usually creating our reality with our subconscious thoughts, because our subconscious thoughts, they are 95% of the thoughts that we are thinking every day. So if we think that we are consciously creating, then we are usually wrong, because there are so many times during the day that we lose it, that we just that we're sidetracked, that we're not thinking about what we should think about, and our subconscious mind is programmed, and that program.
And I understand what you're saying is once the subconscious it pops in your brain, then that's going to end up becoming a reality at one point in time.
Yes, exactly. So there is a lot written and said about limited beliefs. There is also a lot written and said about how you are programmed. And the programming usually is done between 0 and 6 years old. So we think we're programmed and this is in my reality right now, which is true. But the biggest programming was done between 0 and 6. So that is what is like replay. That's why also um, the same traits are usually in a certain family. A certain family, if they are in money, if they're born in money, they will find ways to create money. If they're born in a situation where money is tight and they hear all the time, there's not enough money, we can't afford, blah, blah, blah. If that is what is programmed in your brain, then that is what's going to unfold until you change it. And there are multiple ways to change things, but of course, it's simple, but it's not that easy.
It definitely because you need a coach, as you talked about before, because sometimes you might think you're going on the right track, but you haven't really taken the time to reflect if you are.
Yeah, and again, like you see what you are thinking in your reality, because whatever it is that you have in your mind, that is what's going to unfold. So if you have issues in a certain area of life, then definitely, or if you see certain results or you see certain things happening that are different than what you would like, then there is definitely something going on in your subconscious programming. And then you need to change that in order to have a different result. What a lot of people do is they keep on doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result, which is, as we know, the definition of insanity.
It doesn't work. If you keep doing it that way over and over and over again, it just won't work. And what do you do when you sit down with a client to kind of really verify if they're on the right track? Asking certain questions? Are you spotting specific areas where they're really there where the reality is versus where they want to be?
Well, I think one of the most difficult things to do is finding your own blind spot. And why is that? Because I always make the example of you cannot see the label if you're in the jar. So you need somebody outside to really, if you want to, if you've got want to go fast, you need somebody outside who's going to read the label and then tell you when you're in the jar, this is what's going on. So that's number one. So you can never see so clearly what's going on with you if you are in your body. The mind is not going to come up with what's going on. You cannot change your thoughts with the same thoughts that created those thoughts. So that's very difficult. So once you know, you of course, if you're very aware, you can see what's going on in your surroundings. But most of the time, I also tell people to write it down instead of just telling yourself, okay, this is what I see, this is what's going on. Write it down on a paper and then put it away. And the next day you read it again. And then you'll say, what did I write this down? Wow, that is interesting. And that's when you come closer. If you want to do it on your own, that's when you come closer to the truth. Like when you're really like venting, you're writing it up. And then the next day you look back at it, not in the moment because that's still too fast, but the next day. And then you're going to say, oh my God, did I write that? That's interesting. And then you're able to change those thoughts. And then of course you come to the next level. How do you change your thoughts? It's very that's again very simple, but not that easy.
No, it can become simple sometimes, but not that easy. And once you do that, you're able to identify what thoughts in your brain are popping your day every day subconsciously that you say, "Oh my goodness, why did I think like that? Is that really relate to exactly what my goal is? If it isn't, what do you do then? If something pops in your brain every day that really totally is contradicts your goals or what you're manifesting, it's not good."
No, correct. So once you know then what it is that you want to change, the easiest way is to change your thoughts by repetition. Repetition is the key. You have to do it over and over and over again. So the way I did it when I try to really create something different in my subconscious mind is I put my alarm every hour or every half hour, and my alarm goes off and I take a couple of minutes just to really refocus. Like, what am I thinking about? What's on my mind right now? And then refocus on what I want to create. So that is one way of doing it. Another way is by listening to subliminal recordings that are going to retrain your brain during the night. So you're just going to let them play in the background while you are sleeping, or even while you're doing certain stuff in the house. You just let those subliminals uh, run in the background. Why subliminal? Why not consciously? Because in a subliminal, your mind is just going to let it slip in and it's not going to argue with it. When you do it consciously, when you say affirmations consciously, I am healthy, I am healthy, I'm healthy, and you feel pain all over your body, your mind is going to say, healthy? Are you kidding me? You're not. So your mind is going to talk to you out of it. But if you have a subliminal where you don't hear it, the affirmations, I am healthy, then it will just go into your subconscious mind. I have a couple of subliminal recordings on my YouTube channel, by the way, for people that are interested.
And that YouTube channel is?
It's Rivka Markel.
All right, we appreciate it. Again, people need to go check her out right now and hire as coach. Thank you, Rika. All right.
Welcome.
That you're listening